Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing This is turn 158. Let's jump into things. Shall we? Alright, so, just gonna go down the list of stuff. Did a couple of rituals, Curse of the Blood, summoned Kusarikus kind of around our empire for padding, Infernal Tempest. And then we have a couple of manifestations coming out, so let's see how those go. An Ashen Angel picks off a Shaman from Lanka. We've got a Gift of Reason. Let's see if our god survives the casting of it. Alright, gets attacked by an Eater of Dreams. Oh boy. Oh boy. Blinks, and fortunately blinks into the middle of the animals, not directly on top of our god. So we've got just enough time to put up a Strength of Gaia, which is pretty good, pretty important. Puts us at 30% regeneration. I don't know why the AI thinks putting a body ethereal up is a good idea against magic damage, magic damage, magic damage, magic damage, magic damage, magic damage. Every single attack is magic damage. The AI is like, yeah, let's put up the thing that only works against non-magic damage. Okay. That could have been like a iron skin or something right there. Ah, see, here's our iron skin, right? Are we actually going to get the iron skin off? We do get the iron skin off. Nice. Okay, we get blasted. It is fortunately in range now. We have a Frostbrand at 18 attack, 48 damage. This thing has pretty high fucking defense, though, so that is not the greatest. What other defenses does it have? Unsurroundable, doesn't matter for us. Damage reversal, sure. Ethereal doesn't matter for us. Okay. This thing, fortunately, does not have regeneration. It does have life drain, but we're hitting it really pretty hard and easily take it down. So, Eater of Dreams, dead. We cast another manifestation, take out a Raksharaja, very nice. But then we get hit with Horror Mantises and die for it. We cast another manifestation, take out another Shaman. Get hit by an Eater of Gods. Eater of Gods doesn't have... Yeah, does not have a Soul Slay, so kills us instantaneously. Bless you. Bless you. But does not permakill us, so that's good. We got hit by Relay in one of our little pools of water. So this guy has a bottle of living water, a burning blade. Actually, not a lot of gear here. But we have basically nothing, so we get popped. Easy peasy. Did a little bit of blood hunting, not too bad. We get hit by another horror. I hate that you can get hit by multiple horrors in a turn. It just feels cheaty to me. So Gore-Tide, we should be okay to take out the Gore-Tide. The Gore-Tide doesn't really do enough damage to kill our god, but it's a matter of does our god rout or kill... Whoop. Kills the Gore-Tide very easily. Strength 40 at this point. Not bad. Okay, cool. Enkidu Elder gets attacked and killed by a Float Cat, and then we have just the slew of battles. So let's go through these. Tartarian raids Cloudcap Spires and wins. We get hit in Ivermark and lose. We attack in Ivan more and win. We get hit in Eal by a little stack of undead. And unfortunately, we lose this one. Eal has a bunch of PD, but it is kind of crap PD. So we do some damage, but not enough to actually punish. We take Black Alps. We get hit in Fever Fins. Lanka just has so many of these little clusters of Vampire Lords. Like, I don't know the numbers, right? I'm interested to know the numbers after the fact, but I'm gonna assume that Lanka probably has maybe a third more, or no, between like half as many or double the vampires that we have. And I think where I'm at, I don't know about right now, but yeah, I just feel like Lanka has way more vampires than we have messing around. So. And that might partially be, though, Lanka might be using all of his vampires, where I've got like 20 vampires sitting around doing like foraging or blood hunting or patrolling to protect blood hunters, etc., etc. So that's probably a utilization error. So we lose in Fever Fins, we hit in Sciatica and win, we hit in Mag and win, we hit in Murius and win, we lose Trottern, we get hit in Terrace Peaks, we get hit in Pazuku's, I don't know how to say that, we get hit in Bakar and lose, we hit in Wood of Many Paths, hit in the Womb, and we are beaten. We have 2 Vampire Lords here. We kill a whole crap ton of Soulless from them, but then we do rout. Fortunately, we rout successfully. Oh no, I was thinking this was our Vampire Lords. Sorry, we lose in the Womb. Yeah, because this is just Soulless, right? So we get just dispersed. The Soulless are crap combatants, but they have okay hit points. So the Vampire Lords are able to just destroy them. And we don't have any other force, really, that's doing anything. My bad. In Gaetia, we lose. In Ross, we get raided down. In Andoria, we kill a Vampire Lord from Lanka, because we had a Tartarian spirit here. In Eterol, we get raided down. In Iron Range, we get raided down. We hit in Gladewood and are successful. We get hit in Delca, and this is actually a pretty big one, so let's watch this. So we've got a decent size of... a decent size. It's about 100 or so Long Dead. We've got 2 Liches and a Wraith Lord here, and they're up against a very small amount of, this is about 20 PD or whatever, but we've got a bunch of Ishibs in here, and those Ishibs are all going to cast Water Elementals. So the Water Elementals are able to come in and just destroy. They have so many attacks, right? And then actually afterwards, any of the Ishibs, or as the Ishibs become unfatigued, their instinct is to move forward and banish. Banish doesn't cost any fatigue, so we're able to pretty soundly destroy this group, which is pretty nice. So that's a pretty fun win. We lose in Sinkhole Swamps. He sends 2 Liches and 3 Vampire Lords. So unfortunately, we go down here. Watch this real quick. Just too many undead coming out from that group in order to actually survive. We do kill a lot of them, but there's too many. We attack in Greenwoods, win. We get hit in Obelshin, lose. We get hit in Hallamire, lose. We get Wetlands taken away from us. We get hit in Tyrannia, and we win. So here in Tyrannia, we have dropped in a bunch of mercenaries, right? So we've got the air elementals or whatever. We've got the spearmen, kind of like padding out our ranks. Oops, did not mean that. We have quite a bit of units here comparatively. And really it's these sylphs. They just drop in the back line and obliterate most of what is coming out. And because they have decently high defense, ethereal, glamour, The undead have a really hard time actually doing anything to them. So, we do lose a couple of sylphs, though. But we're able to take out a pretty decent force from Lanka. Good stuff. And we attack in Barren Crags when we attack in Realm of Silence. We'll actually watch this here in a second. And then we attack in Villia. So let's watch both of these real quick. They are victories. But we kind of expected them to be victories. So we had the huge force from Kailasa attacking into Realm of Silence. And there's not much left here. There is a golem here that has a virtue armor, so he's gonna pop out of here as soon as we touch him. And there's a couple of kidnids, couple of rephites, bunch of fire snakes, couple of ogres, etc. There is a fairy queen here, and she's kind of kitted out, but she also has, again, a ring of returning, so she's just gonna pop. And I honestly, because of the amount of storm demons that we have here, there's just a lot doing. So our Fiends of Darkness fly in. We've got Relief up, we've got Wailing Winds up, our Anzus start landing, and it's basically already done at this point. Mist of Deception goes off. The Fairy Queen is back here. She's now popped. We lose a single Kusariku and a single Fiend of Darkness for close to 100 units. And that's actually pretty damn one-sided. Obviously, we have a horribly outmatched this army here, right? But, you know, compared to what we could have faced potentially from Lanka or Hinnom, I think we did a pretty good job with this. I'm pretty happy with how well this battle, because we could have lost, you know, 100 units or however many, depending on what he had available to cast. Fortunately, he just didn't have much of a mage core here. We're able to win that, and then we are able to attack in Villia, and this is an even smaller force. There's basically nothing here. Lanka did not leave anything here to be picked off after our little declaration of war, so easy peasy. And we lose 3 kidnids and 3 thralls, probably to ourselves. No big deal. Cool. What else do we got going on? Unexpected events. Some unrest, misfortune, and disease in Perenna. Unrest, misfortune, and disease in So this is Toads from the Sky. Or I don't remember what that spell is called. I don't think it's called Toads from the Sky. But this is Lanka casting this stuff on us, right? Same here. Trackless Wastes. Same in Villia. We have minus defense in Whispering Wastes. And then we have some unrest. Some barbarians causing unrest in Troll Peak. The worldwide event has occurred, an arena battle. We sent a Partarian there. Relay sent something. What are we up against? We're up against a slave mage. So, nothing big. Pop. Easy peasy. And for it, we get a Crown of the Frost King. So that's somewhat neat. We finished the Palisades in Neotha, which is cool. Very excited that we actually got that done. And then bunch of random patrolling and pillaging and starvation. Oof. We were able to get the mercenaries again, so that's all good. Ta-da! Very nice. Nice bubbles. I love you.
Have fun.
Mwah. You too.
Yeah.
Be safe. Okay. So, what are we doing this turn? We have successfully taken Realm of Silence, White Forest, and Rafabolia. We are officially at the point to where we only need one more throne to win. How do we get that throne, though? We've got Javalkish here, Sleepy Wolds here, but then we've got Grainport and Sleepy Mountains in the west. We don't really have a real chance at Sea Untamed, I think, and I don't think we have a real chance at Own. So I'm trying to weigh my options. The issue is it feels as if he has the better raiding game than I do right now. He's got a lot of vampires, and we don't have great options for killing those vampires. If we didn't have Astral Corruption up, then absolutely we could get to the point to where we have a crap ton of mine hunters and we could just annihilate his vampires. And alternatively, we have a couple of other options that we could start doing that we're probably going to start experimenting with in the near future. But for right now, we are just going to be counter-raiding as best we can while we try to figure out exactly what we're going for, whether we're going for Javalkish and Sleepy Wolds, whether we're trying to sneak something into the west, or what have you, right? So let's just kind of like pop around and take a look at what we're doing. We're sending a Lich and an Ishib in to try to take Sinkhole Swamp back. Probably going to be okay there, but we might bounce. We'll see. We're having issues with Tart 31. Like, getting Tart 31 anywhere is being a pain in the ass. We are attacking into Eal with 2 Liches. We're attacking into the Womb with Bone 6, King 2, and a Vampire Lord with a couple of Storm Demons. We'll see how that goes. We're attacking into Fever Fins with Tart 30. Continuing to move Enkidu Shamans towards continuing to put Crystal Sorceresses into We've got a pretty massive communion that we built up in that probably we're going to try to unleash on Sleepy Wolds or Javalkish. So, yeah, that goes. We are slowly but surely moving Ruax towards See how we accomplish that. Moving Tartarian 18 into Andorra. Attacking into Gaeta with Tart 19. Attacking into Ross with Tart 29. And then just kind of counter-raiding everywhere around our western front, right? Counter-raiding into Ivermark with a bunch of vampires. These are vampires that have died elsewhere and now are respawning, so we're sending them back out in the field. Counter-raiding into Eterol with 2 Liches. Counter-raiding into Comsath with a Tart. Counter-raiding into Palamire with a Vampire and a bunch of Thralls. Counter-raiding into Karnag with Tart 23, into with Tart 20. And then, now that we have taken Realm of Silence, we're trying to branch out from here. Now, Hinnom still has a very large force, so we have to be very careful about this. He's a danger. But we can also see Hinnom only has basically this little portion. And he's got no candles in Misty Bog, no candles in Trebon, 3 candles in Aglevadia, 2 candles in Brightwoods, and 2 candles in his humble abode. So Hinnom has to be very careful at this point. He's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. As Monka's dominion is pushing from the west, and my dominion is pushing from the east. Now that we have Realm of Silence, we're claiming the throne this turn, the throne of the sun. And as we claim that, our dominion is going to rapidly fill into this little section, and then I think start pushing slightly westward. Not a crazy distance westward, but slightly westward. The plan now is going to be kind of like we did initially, right? When we first captured Tirnanog and Halbathria. Right now the plan will be to try to take Misty Bog, try to take High Woods, right? We took Villia. Maybe we can try to take Saramatia now, right? slowly but surely push westward to the point to where we can kind of threaten the thrones, Grain Point, Sleepy Mountain, etc. However, I do not know if we are going to be able to do that because I don't know that will last long enough, right? Like I said, I think Lanka has a lot more raiders, a lot more competent raiders. We've talked about this in the past, right? The Raksharajas, the Dakinis, the copious amounts of vampire lords and liches, etc. that I think are gonna mean that inevitably it just outraids me. We're not to that point yet, I don't think, so we're gonna have to see. Anyways, more attacks. We've got attack in Terrace Peace with Tart 22, attack in Trottern with Tart 29, attacking into Obelshin with Tart 26, attacking into Wetlands with a Lich, attacking into Troban with a Vampire and some Fiends of Darkness. We are attacking Misty Bog with another Vampire and some Fiends of Darkness. We might consolidate. Keep in mind, vampires themselves actually have 4.5 siege strength, so a couple of Fiends of Darkness at 5 siege strength. We got here 10 of them. So this is actually basically about 55 siege strength, which is not a crazy amount with wall integrity 500, right? But if we drop or if we consolidate a couple of small groups of Fiends of Darkness into a larger group of Fiends of Darkness, we can suddenly crack a fort pretty quick. We're also attacking onto High Woods with vampires and some storm demons. And then we're starting to try to do more of our own raiding in Lanka's Heartlands. So we're attacking Arcadis this turn. So that's pretty much it as far as the big stuff that's going on. As far as rituals and forging goes, again, we're trying to be conservative. We're trying to not lose too much off of Astral Corruption. We are doing some more Kusarikus, and then, of course, we're doing Forces of Darkness, Curse of Blood, Infernal Tempest. Those are the rituals that we're doing for now. As far as forging goes, we're doing another Demon Bane, because those still seem quite valuable for producing, protecting crystal sorceresses, but also for protecting things like vampires or liches. Those individuals having a lot of issue with fire damage, basically getting really easily popped by flames from the sky. No, Odie, stop touching the thing! Stop it! I'm literally petting you and you gotta rub your face on the thing. Stop it. So, I think that's a good investment. We've been relatively lucky and haven't lost many Demon Bane Forgers, so continuing to do that. We've got 6 water bracelets incoming, because again, I think souping up our Ishibs seems to be a good idea, and also it just seems to be something that we have a decent ratio on. We don't lose that many of them. We're doing a bunch of amulets of anti-magic, primarily to try to buff up liches and vampires to help prevent them from being line hunted or things like that. Shademail Haberkin for the liches. We're doing another Ring of Regeneration, 2 Boots of the Messenger, trying to pad out our gear. Another Dragon Helmet, same reason. Another Scutata Volturnus, same reason, etc. So, this is actually a relatively tame turn as far as all things are considered, compared to the last, 10 turns or so with the attack on Raphabolia, the attack on White Forest, the attack on Realm of Silence. We've completed the trifecta. So now it's a matter of consolidating and trying to figure out exactly what our play against Lanka is. Because Lanka can do all of the things that we can do, right? Lanka can do all the things that we can do, but Lanka has probably way more blood than we do. They've been blood hunting for longer and more intensely. They have just a metric shit ton of the undead. And now the undead are like long dead warriors, long dead marcadas, right? They're crap, but when you put every single in-game buff on them, you know, I mean, they're crap, but they're still buffed to shit and back. So it's I don't know, it's gonna be challenging. I'm not entirely sure we can win. I'm sure we could win. I'm not sure I can win. I'm not sure I'm skilled enough to win. But we'll see how it goes. We'll give it a try. And yeah, my only thing is I don't want this to go to 200 turns. Like, I'm trying to not just be like, okay, well, next turn, attack Javalkish, move from to Sinkhole Swamp, and then attack Sleepy Wolds, because if we do that, that is a hard commit. It's a if I lose here, I lose the game, right? So I'm trying to figure out how can I express quickly threaten either Grainport or Sleepy Mountains in the near future, right? And still, you know, still threaten or move on Javalkish and Sleepy Wolves. So that's the general idea right now. Anyways, that's it for this turn. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.